Hi, it's Cindy Fodor here with Stamp the Love, and it is Make It Monday. It feels like forever since the last time we got together. I've been sitting here fiddling with my phone. It's not cooperating, so I'm hoping... Oh, Facebook is being updated. Isn't that nice? Hopefully it doesn't do that to us on here. So I'm going to assume that we are streaming okay, since it said that I was. And then we will pop back on here in a second so that I can see who's here. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I have a lot to share with you tonight, and I have a really fun fold project for you tonight. Let me check my light. Here's a little weird. Okay, so I have some drawings that we did and are going to do. So I do have, let's see, I have the drawing for the winner of last month's countdown. This is not the little countdown that I do every week for every time we go down 1,000. This one is for everybody who spends $50. For every $50 increment, they get in a drawing for the big prize that month. So that is the one that I want to do. Let me get my mouse over here. I'm going to just see if Facebook is done. Give me a sec. Let's see if it's finished. Okay, I'm here. Good. All right. So, hi Barbara, hi Sylvia, and Sylvia. Good to see you guys here. I'm glad I can chat with you now. So, anyways, so to do this drawing, I am going to try. I think that I have a setting on here for my screen. So let me just go to that. And we're going to do Wheel of Names. Before I go there, I've put everybody's name who purchased this month on the Wheel of Names. So I'm going to go there and click the button. So let me see if this goes. Okay, here we go. Click to spin. And it will show us who the winner is. And it's Karen. Awesome. Karen is a brand new customer of mine, a neighbor of my mom who introduced her. So thank you, Mom, and thank you, Karen. So Karen, you get a new trimmer. She just got back into crafting and stamping, and I'm excited to have her in our classes and as one of my customers. And I do want to just do a shout out to another gal who placed an order, Lori. She sent me a message, and you know, she's excited for my countdown to 1,000,000 because she's been with me since very early on, probably in the first 5 years of my Stampin' Up! Life before I really did it as a business. I did it mostly for fun. And to get out of the house and maybe make a little extra cash maybe. But anyways, she's still purchasing from me. So it was really exciting to hear from her. All right, so congratulations to Karen. And I want to introduce the next prize that you will be vying for this month. And I did send it in an email that you'll get tomorrow morning if you're on my email list. If you're not, in the comments or in the description, you'll be able to click on that and get onto my list so you get my emails. But this is a kit that I made. It's called Keeping It Together. It's all of our Stampin' Up! Adhesives. I'm going to show you everything that's in it. We've got glue dots, tear and tape, Stampin' Dimensionals, Seal Plus, liquid glue, and this new little bottle that I just bought a bunch of these, and this glue goes in here and comes out. Sylvia Cochran, I have one for you. I'm bringing one for everybody that comes to my in-person classes this month, and Sylvia, you will never struggle with this again, hopefully. It really comes out in a tiny, it's almost like our fine tip glue pen or glue bottle, except that we can put this in it. So, and then finally, What you'll need with your adhesive is a glue eraser, which we used to sell, but we don't anymore, so I purchased them online. So that is like an $80 value with all that adhesive. Can you believe that? And I don't think I even included the case. Let me throw that back there. So anyway, so for every $50 purchase that you make in the month of May, you get in that drawing. No special code needed. I mean, but be sure to use the host code because there are other things that you will be able to get as well. Okay. I think just one more thing. So the other thing that I sent out today in my email was my In Color Club. Today is the final day to sign up for that. I want to say that's a little fluid because because it's not like if you missed it and you're, you know, if you're listening to this in the day after the 2nd, I can possibly still get you in. But what I want to just show you is some of the stuff that you're going to get in this club. So, of course, as you can imagine, you're going to get all of our paper. You'll get a pack of each one. So each month pretty much will be a color family. However, the first month, you will get all 5 ink pads as long as they're available. Last year, I know for my club, I did have some issues and I had to move some things around. Everybody still got everything. But as things were selling out quickly, I tried to grab them the month before if they were going to sell out. So, hi Ruth, hi Muriel, welcome. Hi Julie, hi Barbara. So then we have our In Color designer paper, all the colors in beautiful patterns so that you can see I've been using quite a bit of that. And then, of course, all of our ink pads, which I did not bring in. I'm using 2 of them, or 1 of them tonight. This is the Starry Sky. And then, of course, all the yummy blends in all the colors. And I'm so happy about that. I wish we had blends for every single color that we have. I did want to point out that I've added this in August. You receive this set of cards and envelopes. And this is in all the In colors. Let me get this in the right direction here so you can see it. I'm going backwards to my screen. So those are fun. And of course, they have designer print on all the cards so that you can just put your focal point on there. And I do want to point out this, I haven't used this yet. So that was you heard the tear of that opening for the first time. And it's very full. If I can get it out here. I have seen it used and it's so beautiful. We have Glimmer Paper. Can you just see that glimmer? And it's ombre. And it's in all of the colors. So I'm going to try to get these pulled down here so that you can see all the colors at once. See that yumminess, that shininess? So pretty. So that is going to be really fun. That will be coming in your pack. And then, as a free gift from me, you will get our In Color, our Baker's Twine in the In Colors, which I forgot to bring, and our metallic, let me see, metallic ribbon you'll get each month with each color. But my gifts are the Baker's Twine and the In Color matte dots, which I have used, I think, on other projects, and their yumminess. So anyways, lots of good stuff in this. However, I do want to point out that we have, also in my email tomorrow, there's a note about our starter kit special for the month of May. If you love our products and you really want to get a discount on the products, I suggest you do that. It is a $60-some value. You get all of the In Color pads, the 5 new pads. You get a pack of assorted cardstock, and you get the designer paper that I showed you in the In Colors. So you get those 3 things free. And the kit itself is only $99 plus tax, so free shipping, and you get to pick an additional $125 worth of product for that $99. So the free stuff is the in color stuff. So that's just for the month of May. If you have questions about that or about how it would work for you, please, please talk to me. I really think that this is a great deal for everybody. There are minimums like that you have to reach if you want to stay and getting your discount. But there's no what do I want to say? There's nothing you have to do. Okay. It's only if you want to continue getting your discount. So, it just works for every budget. Some people get it just for the kit and they don't do anything else with it. That's their prerogative, of course. But we know that when we stay in it, we can continue with that discount and share that with others as well. So, all right. I know that was really fast, but we got to get to the good stuff, right? I have some fun projects to show. Well, one fun project to show you how to do, and then some other ones that I want to show you that are already finished. I want to grab a clean piece of scrap paper here. Sorry, I should have done that before. So, just want to make sure I didn't miss. Hopefully, I didn't miss anybody. If you popped on. Thanks for joining me, and I really appreciate. Don't forget to share this because, you know, when you share, you get another chance at the drawing, which will be the card for tonight, and you will want that card. Did I announce who? I didn't. I didn't announce. I knew there was something I was missing. I didn't announce who got the card from last time for your comments, and the winner is Julie Jacobs. So, Julie, congratulations. I have a lot of stuff to put in the mail, so if you didn't get your stuff that I called already, please, hopefully tomorrow I can get everything caught up. We had a baby shower for my daughter-in-law yesterday after our meeting that I helped with on Saturday. So, it's been a very, very busy couple weeks, and so hopefully I can get everything in the mail tomorrow. So, all right, let me flip over to the other camera, and we will get started. Okay, it feels like there's, let me get a little more light here. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to do a project. Well, let me start with this. I think I showed this project to my team. This is a card that is going out. I'm late at that too. I said I'm late at everything I'm sending. I did for my team for their when they had good sales, so some recognition for them. So I made these special cards with our sailboat set, and it's this really cute fold that goes like that, and then of course it folds flat again. So I decided to make one with this set, which is a new set that's coming out tomorrow. Nature's Prints and the Nature's Dies. I forget what they're called. Nature's Prints. Natural Prints dies. Has to be a little bit different. So I'm going to do the same layout as that one. And then I'm going to introduce you to my class for the month, my class in the mail, using this bundle and the designer paper, which I meant to bring the designer paper in here and I didn't. So I'm going to try to walk you through, and I want to tell you that on my class in the mail, on the PDF, I will have the instructions for this card, for the 4 cards that you'll get in the kit, and also for, just in case I forget to say it later, for this adorable box bag made out of an 8.5 by 11, 2 8.5 by 11 pieces of cardstock. Okay, so that will be in the instructions as on the PDF. So those were the extra free gifts. So to start with for this card, I'm not going to give you a sneak peek of that because I already showed you what the idea is going to be. So we're going to start with a 5.5 by 8.5 piece of cardstock. Let's go ahead and fold that in half. Can you guess which in color this is? Anybody? What does it look like? And then I have a piece that is 5 inches by 6 inches. This is the 6-inch side, and you'll need to score that. I'm going to grab my Simply Scored here. And you're going to score it 2 times. once at 2 and once at 4. So that now each panel is 2 inches. That's pretty easy, right? Okay, and then, any guesses as to the color? And then I have another piece that's 5 1/4 by 4 because, oh shoot, I wanted to make it the whole piece. Oh well, that's okay. My sample is the whole size. The reason is I want to emboss this front piece, and when you emboss the front of a card, it makes it a little wobbly. Very good, Barbara Brocker. It's Starry Sky. You know how she knows that? She put the sample together for me, the one I'm copying. Didn't you, Barbara? Yeah. So anyways, this, I did make this down, but that's okay. There's just a little bit of edge showing. Now, before we do anything else with this, I need to take this and I need to cut out with our stitched rectangle die. I want to cut out both pieces. So what I'm going to do is, let me just bring my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine here so that I can show you. I don't have much space here, so it's a little tricky to get this all in here. Okay. So these die, our dies don't cut really well through 2 full thicknesses of cardstock unless it's our white, basic white. Okay, then it will. I do like to turn these dies a little bit because I hate to send a square die through square or straight. When it's like this, it will clunk and go on, trying to get through those rollers all at the same time. So you see I have it, maybe you can't see it, but I have it at a little bit of an angle, but because it's a long card, I can't turn it too much. So I want to make sure my paper is centered here. And then I want to make sure this is centered in that. Okay, so I'm just going to put this straight down on that. And then just slide it in. And I'm not expecting that this will go the whole way through. However, it could go through just enough. I'll bring it back just to give it that extra oomph. But if it doesn't, I don't think I brought my X-Acto knife, but what I did with my other ones is I took an X-Acto knife and finished cutting that out. So there the front came out perfectly. Keep this piece because you need that as well. See how that one's still sticking in there. I could run that back through. I am just going to try to take my scissors and see if I can just snip up. See, it didn't need much. It's almost completely loose. Just a few little pieces there that are holding on. There we go. That wasn't too bad. So almost through 2 thicknesses. Okay, I only need one of these, so I'm going to put one aside. One of these is just going to be for some extra strength because the front of our card is actually going to be a white one exactly this size. Okay, so that was a separate rectangle that I did cut out. Before I do that, let me just put this aside. I do want to emboss this piece, which is the reason we did this front piece. And I want to use something here. Let me see if I can find it. This, I call it grunge, just because it has a little bit of grunge and a little bit of writing. It's, you know how I am with my just sort of neutral embossed designs, and we don't have a lot of them left. So this one is probably the next best thing, and it does give you a cool look. So I'm going to pull back my Stampin' Cut and Emboss. So I took everything away except for my platform. This is going to go right on top of the platform. Fold first, just a reminder. Don't forget to put your fold through first, otherwise you'll break your fold. And then I'm using our number 4 gray matte for embossing our 3D embossing folders. Okay, and now we're finished with all of that. And there it is. Let me just give you a little angle so you can see the extra dimension. That's a good word, right? Okay, so this is going to get glued on here, and I'm going to bring this in, and I do have I must have taken my adhesive, or my silicone mat. All right, I'll show you how this glue works, how this little glue holder. I need to become an affiliate and get a link in there for you so that you can get those. But I can squeeze as hard as I want, and look at that, like, and when I just want tiny little bits on something real thin, I just barely squeeze and I just get this nice little fine line. It's just so nice. And they're not too expensive. I bought them in bulk, of course, so that I could have them for my customers. So I don't know, they're under $1 or $2. I'm just trying to make sure that these words are upright. You can't really read the words, but you can tell that there's letters. So I wouldn't want them to be upside down. Okay. All right. I want to make sure that's nice and straight inside of there, because this piece will need to fit in there. So that needs to be completely straight. All right. So let's go ahead and work on the inside. I just want to fix this fold a little bit. So we have this piece that's 2, 4, and 6, and I'm just going to go ahead and fan fold that so that it looks like this, a little N, and that is going to go in here like so. And I'm just doing an equal amount the whole way around. So let's go ahead and put some Seal Plus on here. You want something firm because this is a movable card. So it's got to be Seal Plus, tear and tape, liquid glue, something like that. Press that down real good. I do have 2 other pieces. This is 1 7/8, but these are both 1 7/8 by, or I'm sorry, 4 7/8 by, yeah, 1 7/8. Yeah, I think that's right. 4 7/8 by 1 7/8. Yeah, I was right. Okay, so the white piece is going to go in here so that you have something to write your greeting on. And it's a tiny, tiny little frame around the edge. And then this is the designer paper, that one of the pieces that comes with the Sun Prince suite. This is called Sun Prince, I think, is the designer paper. Or Nature Prince. I can't remember. That's terrible. Okay, now this piece isn't going to get anything on it because that's where our design is going. Our front piece is going to rest. So let's go ahead and create our front piece. It's going to be these 2 pieces. Okay. And I'm doing it a little bit different than the original. When Barbara put this card together, it was pretty cool. She found a piece that I had done for 2 weeks ago when I did my class, and I had a piece left over, and it worked perfectly. But I don't want to do that same technique. So I'm actually going to, let's see, I'm going to stamp. I'm going to use this stamp and this stamp. And I'm going to stamp them in Starry Sky. Let's see if I have any more paper here. See, I can put 2 of them on there. Isn't that so yummy? So pretty. And then this little flower we're going to do here. And then through the magic of television, I can pop these on here. Run them through my cut and emboss machine, and magically I have pieces cut out. And I also have these two pieces cut out and this one. I'm not sure what all I want to use. So I went ahead and cut those out as well. But in my background, I want to create a similar look to what I had on my other card. And if I could find that pad, I have, I do have quite a mess here because I had so many things I wanted to show you. So now it's all laying in a pile. My pad, you can see it has a bad spot there and it's starting to, I need to call Stampin' Up and get that fixed. And Barbara, I am going to call Stampin' Up tomorrow and find out about your brush. I promise that's going to happen. That's on the list tomorrow. I do maybe have to figure, I have to apologize to my husband because I came down here at like 6 o'clock and my daughter was getting company tonight, having some friends over. And so, of course, I had to, put away stuff from the weekend, which she had sweetly washed everything last night when we got home. I mean, we had buku dishes, if you can imagine, having a baby shower for 35 people. And so, anyways, this pad is really dry. So anyways, she washed up everything. So I figured at least I could put stuff away, right? So I did that, and I was stressing just a little bit because I didn't know what I was going to do. I sort of had planned on doing the sailboat thing, and then I promised you that it was going to be something from the new catalog in my message, and I was like, okay, that changes that. I can't do that. And I came down, and thank you, Lord, it came together. But anyways, what was I saying? He asked me why I didn't just do that earlier rather than working on what I was working on. And I told him I was working on important stuff that needed done. And I was. But I need to work ahead a little bit better and plan, right? So I created a little bit of shadowing behind this. And I think I'm going to go ahead and pop that up with some dimensionals just because it will make extra shadow. And I think that would be very cool for this card. And one more, maybe. Oops. It's sticking to me, but not to the paper. I think I flipped them. If you accidentally flip these over and stick it to your dimensional, it will, whoops. And that's not good either. Comedy of errors, here we go. It will not, it's not good because that side is not meant to be removable. So that one flipped over for me and totally ruined the dimensional. Okay, so we'll put this on. I do want to stick this behind here, so I might consider where that's going to be so that, okay, I don't think. I think that will be okay right there. Now look, watch how this really makes a great little line right down the center of that piece. And I'm just going to tuck this in here. Come on. No, you want to. And then I'm going to put another one on top just so that it stands out a little bit more. And, hi Kay, welcome. Better late than never, right? All right, this one is going to go on the inside of my card. And I'm just going to go ahead and tuck it in here like Barbara had it on the bottom of her card. Just a cute little addition. You have to hold it down a little bit sometimes to get this green glue to stick. Okay. And then I'll decide, do I want this extra little one? I'm not sure. I'm going to put the card together first and then decide. I am going to go ahead and use this green glue on here because I really want it to stick close to the edge to this piece so that you can't really see that there's two pieces there unless you're looking at the front and back and realizing that they're two different colors, because I want them to be very fluidly moving on my card as one piece. So I want that to get very close to the edge. Okay. All right. Ready to assemble, guys. Let's stamp one more thing first. I forgot. Shoot. I have a little circle here somewhere. Where are you? I thought I dropped something when I came in. I bet you I dropped that. I heard something fall. Okay, well, you know, it's just the saying, and I'll show you the finished sample and you'll see what it's supposed to look like. All right, so this inside piece, you're going to fold completely down, fold your card shut, and apply adhesive to this inside piece that's showing through the window, okay? So I'm going to put plenty of adhesive here. Again, like I said, this is a movable card, so it really needs to stick. If you don't have Seal Plus, you could use green glue. Just be very careful not to get it underneath or around this edge. You could use tear and tape again. You'd have to be really careful not to get it on the front. Okay, so that's why I'm using Seal Plus. The next thing I'm going to do is just sit this right down in the window and I'm going to press it down in there. Make sure I have it in straight. And now I'm going to press it into that glue. And then while I'm pressing down on it, I'm going to lift the front up. Okay. I just want to make sure that's pushed down really good. All right, so now it is ready to go ahead and close. I'm going to tuck that back through there. As this moves a little bit, it sort of shears away some of the cardstock, and it will open and close a little bit better for you. But now you can see that when I open it, we've got this really cute fold. Still have little pieces of paper in there. And then when I close it, it lays nice and flat. I'm really disturbed that I don't have that piece. I know it's got to be here close by somewhere. But, okay. Well, I will show you Barbara's card that she did. And there's the hello. So it was going to be right there. And she has it hooked right on the edge of this. Okay, so that it moves with the front of the card. And do you recognize this from those tan and black cards those crumb cake and black cards that I did like 2 weeks ago? This was a sample from that. So this is actually in black, but it really went nicely. So that's why I took it and I put a little bit of gray granite in the background to this that will coordinate with the gray granite in the designer paper on the inside. If you can see that. Okay, I think that was it for that. And oh no, I did want to add, I wanted to add ribbon to this here at the bottom. So this is the Starry Sky Ribbon, and I decided just to tie a little bow here. Well, that was really little, a little smaller than I expected. And I'll just do a snip and a snip, and we'll use a glue dot to stick that on. And usually what I do with the glue dots, since they're usually bigger than these tiny, tiny little bows, is just roll them over on the back, roll them over on each other so that it's not sticking out and showing. You just have to do it carefully so it doesn't stick to you. And then I'm just going to place that there at the bottom, and I might trim this just a little bit more so that it doesn't catch constantly while the card is opening and closing. Okay, so there we go. Starry Sky and Nature Prints. This is the Sun Prints from the Sun Prints suite. And I just wanted to show you the cards. I told you that this is one of the bonus PDFs that will be on my Stamps in the Mail class, or my class in the mail. So this PDF will be on with the other 4 cards, and I'll show you the 4 cards that are in the kit. You will get these projects. So this is one of them. I did them all in Starry Sky because Starry Sky is one of the base colors in the designer paper. And so there's another one. I'll scoot these out here so I can show you all of them. This one I just did is as a watercolor wash Emboss Resist with Starry Sky. So you can see it came out a little bit brighter because it was watered down. And then this one. So I decided to stay all in the same colors because all you need is the Starry Sky ink and the gray granite ink to complete these cards, along with the bundle that you will want to add in order to, or at least the stamps, in order to complete these. Everything will be cut out for you, but not stamped. Okay? And then, just again, this will be an additional PDF that, my screen went, that will be on the directions. You'll have the directions on how to create these little bag boxes. Okay? So that will come out in your email tomorrow. You'll be able to start ordering that class for the month. I forgot to put the deadline on, but I usually, the deadline will be the 15th of this month. Okay, I did want to show you one more color. Let me take it out of the plastic. This was a swap that I got yesterday, and I didn't bring in all of my cards that I did in the in colors with this set, but I like this, how she used the stitched, I think she used our old stitched squares, but this is the new red that we have. Yeah, now I can't think what it's called. Oh my goodness, my mind is going. Sweet Sorbet. So anyways, it's just such a nice set. Now I will tell you, you'll see on the, I think one of the cards I did, yeah, this card, I added one of the dies from our Quiet Meadow, and I did the same on this bag. I felt like it needed a really silhouette type twiggy thing in the background, so I did that on those two things. So I did marry Quiet Meadow with the set, and I think it really goes quite nicely. So, all right, ladies, I think that's everything. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I will see you next week, same time. I'll see some of you next week at class. Don't forget to look for my email tomorrow morning. It's coming out, I think I have it set for 7 a.m. So you'll be able to find it. Again, if you're not on my email list, make sure you go to my comments. In a few seconds, I have to finish everything up, but in a few seconds after the live is finished, you'll be able to see the link for Campsite, which is where all of the places to sign up are. So you'll be able to sign up for my email list. So, all right, thanks everybody. Good night.